You finally got your diet figured out. The scale is dropping each and every day and life feels good until it doesn't. You step on the scale and your weight hasn't moved. You accept it and move on. However, the following days and even weeks come and go with nothing happening, or worse, weight gain. What is going on? We'll talk about it in this video. When it comes to weight loss, there are physical and mental hurdles to overcome. Your body doesn't view fat the same way you do. For your body, fat is a valuable stockpile of energy. Therefore, if you want to decrease body fat, you need to coax your body to do something that it would rather not do. The first thing to go in any healthy diet is refined carbs and sugar. These foods keep your blood sugar and insulin levels elevated, which is a state that locks in water. Water is heavy. When you go on a diet, you stop consuming refined cookies, cakes, and candies and sugary sodas. As a result, your insulin levels drop, allowing your kidneys to flush out water. So losing water is part of the reason why any healthy diet works at the start. However, weight loss is going to slow down because your body needs water. In fact, your metabolism runs in a watery environment, so there are safeguards in place to slow water loss. If you are within the first week of your diet and the scale is no longer showing weight loss or shows an increase in weight, it doesn't necessarily mean that your diet has stopped working. It could be that your body has turned on mechanisms to prevent you from reaching an unhealthy level of dehydration. So the solution is simply to keep going. 1 or 2 weeks on a diet is too soon to make a judgment about a diet's effectiveness. Give your body time to find balance, and you may find that weight loss resumes at a comfortable pace. But what if you've been losing weight consistently for months and now the progress has stopped? There are a number of factors to consider. One consideration is how close you are to your goal weight. When you started your diet, you were heavier. Therefore, your muscles had more work to do to move you around. This is a 20-pound dumbbell. If I carried this around with me all day, my body would burn more calories than it would without it because my muscles have to work harder. When I drop the weight, my body's workload also drops, requiring fewer calories to keep me going. In other words, the calorie intake you consumed when you were heavier may need to be reduced to fully reach your goal. And you don't need to make drastic reductions. Cutting out little splurges like dark chocolate or reducing your portion size may be enough to nudge your body in the right direction. And of course, you could keep your calorie intake steady and increase the calories you burn through additional exercise. Another thing that changes inside of you that may make your diet less effective is your body's efficiency. Your body likes when you fall into a routine because it can become more efficient and therefore expend less energy. So your body will adapt to your diet. And this efficiency requires less energy, slowing the rate at which you use dietary or stored energy. To you, this can look like your diet has stopped working. Now, efficiency is not a bad thing. You are still getting the health value from your diet. However, if you still have weight you'd like to lose, you'll want to throw your body a curveball to make it work harder. In other words, shake up your routine a bit. There are many ways you can do this. For example, you could take a day or two to shorten your eating window from 8 hours to less than 4 hours. You could change up your exercise routine by adding short bursts of high intensity. You can also tweak your macros in different ways. For instance, a few days of a carnivore-style diet where you drop your carb intake to near zero can be the curveball that spurs additional weight loss. Another option, if you are a long-term keto dieter, is to adjust your fat intake. I have a video on when it might be the right time to lower your fat intake for more fat loss, and I will point you to that video if you'd like to learn more. So we've gone over physiological things that cause diets to stall. However, there are also non-physical or mental challenges that come into play, and they are the truly sneaky barriers that account for many weight loss plateaus. These factors are sneaky because they happen right under your nose and you don't even think you are acting differently. We do not live in a world that caters to weight loss, so there are temptations all around us. If you are not set up to automatically combat them, you will find yourself doing seemingly harmless things that stop weight loss. The solution is to set up your life with temptation-free zones that automatically keep you from adding mindless calories. Here are 3 things you can do today to keep your living spaces free of temptation. The first thing is out of sight, out of mind. Plainly stated, you can't eat what isn't there, so don't bring snack foods into your house. If family members are unwilling to live without junk food, move any tempting items from your kitchen counters to a less visible shelf in your pantry or refrigerator. Keeping tempting foods out of sight will not only allow you to move away from overindulging, but also save you from relying on willpower, which is a fragile thing. Second, be no thank you ready. Food is a part of social gatherings, and friends and family members will offer to feed you. A straightforward no thanks and a change of subject might do the trick. For those who want to love you with food, artfully say no by making a non-food request, such as, "No thank you, I feel perfectly satisfied right now, but I would love a glass of water." The loved one still gets to love you through their actions, and you get to avoid temptation without the fuss. And third, remove all secret stashes. Go through your home, office, or car and remove any junk food or sugary treats from the bedroom nightstand, living room end table, desk drawers, glove compartments, your purse, or any other secret spot. Here again, willpower is not reliable. It is easily lost through everyday things like low blood sugar and stress. So clean out these hidden stashes before you have to call on willpower to save you. There are factors that may be unique to you that cause your diet to stop working, such as a change in medication or a health condition. However, before looking for those reasons, rule out the most common. Weight loss will slow down once your body slows water loss. Just be prepared for that reality. If you are near your goal, you weigh less than you did at the start. So your body needs less energy to move you around and therefore needs to consume less energy. If you've been dieting for a long time, your body has become efficient, making it a good time to throw it a curveball and check your behaviors. It is easy to allow temptation to sneak in, so set up your temptation-free zones to set up yourself for success. If you are feeling stuck or looking for a way to start your diet the right way, download my 0123 strategy and video series. You can get all the materials at drbeckyfitness.com/free. Before you go, please click the subscribe button and take a moment to share this video with your community. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.